I would like to get to know if you could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel so.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Tell your friends so they can tell their friends so we can all be friends. And yeah, without wasting any time, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be talking about benefits of extending with another host family. So this video is basically to inspire those that are looking towards extending with another host family. You just have that idea of maybe it could be fun if I just extend with another host family, even though it was great or even though it was bad, and you just want to extend. This is a video for you, giving you all the benefits of extending with another host family. So again, disclaimer, I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. I'm just giving you advice because I have extended with another family. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking towards extending, this is your video. It's a great experience for you and you just don't want to continue with the family that you're with currently, that is also fine. You are not forced to extend if you don't want to extend, but if you do want to extend, this is your video. Okay, so if you see me constantly looking down, just know I'm just referring back to my points that I wrote down. So yeah, first point is learn about a new culture and new ways of doing things. So I feel like families in general, we do things differently. We may be from the same clan, same culture, same Alice, but we do things differently, right? I remember there was a time where with the second host family, they had these skillets, like these pots called skillets. And every time you would use it, they want you to kind of grease it and make sure that it's like really clean. So after you clean it, you dry it, and then you put oil over it, right? Lightly, not no, very light, right? So when I went to my third host family and I used a skillet, I washed it, dried it, and then put oil on it. They were so happy. They're like, oh my gosh, the man of this house really likes it when we use it, clean it, grease it, and put it away. Literally. Did you know that? Did he say that? I was like, nope. I just grew up doing it. And the reason why I said that is because I just didn't want to overwhelm them with, my previous host family and all of that. So that's why I kind of made it seem like, nah, I've been doing this all my life. But no, I wasn't. So yeah, you get to learn about different cultures. You get to I guess live out their culture and try new things. So because so I think that would be one of the greatest things, that you get to experience a different culture, a different way of doing things. Maybe you live with a Mexican family now and you're trying Mexican food, or you live with an Indian family now and you try Indian food, and you get to learn about their culture. So that would be fun. That is one of the benefits of extending with another host family. The second point is more reference. You get to have more reference. So whenever you speak to someone and they need an au pair, you have someone to give in reference to say, yeah, she's been great. We love her. We wish we could keep her, but we understand that she just wants to explore and go to another host family. So you get to have reference. That's why I always say this. I think I always say this in real life. I don't know if I've said this in my videos, but don't be too quick to burn your bridges, okay? Don't be too quick to burn your bridges. If there's one thing that I learned about my first host family, was even though these families treat you like trash sometimes, or maybe they make it very hard for you, just be polite, just be nice, because you're going to need their reference. Host families are going to call them and ask them what they think about you. So check in. I mean, try to be as nice as you can, even though you're in a very difficult situation. So yeah, you get to have more reference. So even if you want to extend again, maybe the following year, maybe after like 2 years, when you're back in your home country and you want to au pair again, you have more reference, right? It's not just like you had one family and then you just need to be dependent on them. So yeah, you get to have more reference. So I guess, it's one of the benefits. Okay, so the next thing is learn a new language. You get to learn about other people's language and how, basically communication, man. You get to learn a new language. If they're speaking Spanish, you get to learn a bit of Spanish. You get to teach them about your language, so yeah, I guess it's another benefit, getting to be multilingual. Please, we all gotta be multilingual. Personally, I just feel like it's very hard to learn a language, man. I could be wrong, because I really haven't tried to learn a new language. So yeah, you get to learn a new language. Another point is get to see how other parents discipline or treat or guide their children. I think that's a great point, because if you're trying to extend, you get to learn. I feel like it's even a life lesson. One day when you get to have your kids, you get to decide, okay, this is how I'm going to do things. This actually worked for them. Maybe if I imply this in my family, then this would work, or whatever. So it's like more like a life lesson on how to discipline your kids and how to talk to your kids and how to listen to your kids. So yeah, because parents do things differently, all parents do things differently. I can tell you, with all the 3 families that I had, I feel like my last family knew how to really take care of their kids, because the first family, they were too strict. The second family, they were too soft. The last family, they were literally perfect. They were perfect. So yeah, I think you get to learn how to treat your kids and discipline your kids. So even when you go to the next family, this worked. Maybe if I put this into practice, this would work for this family. So yeah, you get to learn more ways of doing things, basically. And then another thing would be wisdom and benefit that comes with experience. You get to have more experience. It's going back to what I said just now. You get to learn how to do things. So you get to have more experience. You become more knowledgeable. So yeah, that could be another point. I think, I personally, I feel like extending is such a great thing, honestly, personally, because I think maybe for me, America has taught me not to be too comfortable. So as soon as I get comfortable, I get bored, because it feels like I'm just doing one thing over and over and over and over again. So yeah, wisdom and benefits that comes with experience. You get to be knowledgeable about certain things and certain ways of doing things. So yeah, another thing is get to learn better strategies to cope. Honestly, you get to learn how to cope, because if you know that with the previous host family, you used to struggle with X, Y, and Z, how are you going to cope from that? How are you going to cope? Because I feel like au pairing is such a big job, it's such a big role, guys, and people just underestimate it, and they just think it just gets to like just taking care of kids and that's it. Like, you literally become a parent. Truth be told, you literally become a parent, and it's important to learn how to cope, because sometimes it can get overwhelming. You just feel like, but these are not my kids, so deal with them, sometimes. But obviously you're not gonna do that. So yeah, you get to learn strategies on how to cope. And then bonus point that I'm going to give is never overwhelm your new host family with past host family stories. Honestly, don't do that. I remember when my host dad went to go fetch me, he literally asked me a question, and I can't remember what my response was, but I guess it went in the lines of, no, with my old host family, this and that and that. And he was like, you're with us now, it's okay, you're with us. Because I was literally traumatized, guys. I still need to do a story time God, the second host family and what happened. Honestly, I just needed strength to get ready to speak about it. But I was so traumatized. Like they had to put in a lot of work to make sure that I get back to being myself. I lost myself a little bit. But I'll talk about it in the story time, honestly, and just be honest and transparent as to what happened. But yes, don't overwhelm your new host family with old stories that happened, with your old host family. So yeah, no, never do that. Unless if maybe you're speaking about something in passing, that's fine. But yeah, no, try not to talk about them too much because it can get overwhelming. So yeah, I hope that this video was what you expected. Not really what you expected, but I hope that you actually liked the video, you actually enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends so they can tell their friends so we can all be friends. And also, never forget, appreciate your life, show gratitude at all times. God loves you and I love you, and I will see you in my next video.